Hey, B, it's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I just want us to touch on this T Hood situation really quickly. Again, if there's any additional details to come out after this video, we will get into that. Hopefully, the details that will come out would be, details from the investigation that the police are doing. But at this time, the only thing that we have are some of the posts that T Hood's siblings have put up on their page, and we are going to get into that. So, for the people that do not know, there was a rapper by the name of T Hood, Tevin Hood, from my understanding. He was dating the daughter of Kirk Frost for some time. They had been in a relationship. It appears that they may have been living together, possibly. And unfortunately, over the weekend, they ended up getting into some type of altercation. I don't know if that altercation involved DV as far as things getting physical, whether there was an assault or if it was just like yelling, arguing back and forth. There are still a lot of details about this situation that is really unclear. Okay. Now, a lot of things of what we're hearing came from, the family of T Hood. Okay. Now, since his passing and everything being announced, of course, Kay, who is the daughter of Kirk Frost, did come to the front, and she put a statement out there just wanting to be very clear that she is grieving, and how much she misses him. She said she really doesn't even want to be here anymore. That was her person. And she also go on to kind of address some of the rumors and things that were out there, and she was just pretty much saying that she never called her family. It was none of that. Some of the things that are being said are just not true. And she said that she just wanted to come out and address it because she felt like things were going a bit too far. But she didn't really clear up exactly what part of the rumors were true and not true, because there have been speculation coming from T Hood's family where they have accused her brothers of being a part of his death. Okay. Being a part of his unaliving. All right. The sister did reveal to us in a previous post where she said that her brother was shot about 5 times. 3 places where she said he was shot was in the chest, the stomach, as well as the back. Okay, this is what was coming from the sister. All of this is alleged. I would want to believe that she has more, facts than a lot of us do. However, I have not seen an actual police report yet to be able to confirm or deny the statements and things that she's putting out there. But when it comes to Kay, she just wanted to be clear. She said she never called her family or anything like that. So now people are speculating, more so myself, of wondering, was it Kai? Because it is being alleged that Kai lived with Kay. And I'm wondering, could he have called the brother or something like that? So there are still details that I will say that are unclear. But what is very clear is that this young man, T Hood, did not shoot himself. Someone definitely shot him. We do not have all the details as to how this came about, why this came about, why it got to the place where a weapon had to be pulled out to the point where he ended up being shot 5 times after just recovering not too long ago of being shot 3 times. Okay. So there are details that I'm hoping, we find out soon. But like I said, what's very clear is that his family wants justice because they feel like the killer is still out there. They do believe, and they are alleging that the killer is very close to Kirk and Rasheeda. They are putting the name of Kai Frost out there along with one of Kirk's oldest sons. But I don't know. Maybe, I can't say that Kai was the one to pull a trigger or do anything like that. They are placing him at the scene. I don't know if Kai was there or not, but what we can confirm is that Kay was there, is what it sounds like. Okay. Because Kay mentioned something about, we get into our debates, arguments, whatever. And I don't trip off of it because I know that we are going to be good. Like in a few hours, by the end of the night, we're going to be straight. So I don't involve my family in my business, but I don't know if Kai lived there. I do have a lot of questions of whether Kai may have felt a way about him, about T Hood at times. Maybe he didn't like the way the arguments were going at times. I don't know. And again, even if Kai did feel a certain way, in my opinion, about T Hood, it does not confirm or prove that he unalived this young man. Okay. That is what we do not know for sure. But could it have been a situation, and this is merely a question, of whether he called his brother because it was too much for him, right? Maybe he called his brother like, hey, can you come get them because they're doing too much? I told them to chill out and they're not chilling out, right? Don't know. Would love to get those details to find out exactly what took place. I do feel like, whether you like it or not, whether you're a fan of Kirk and Rasheeda, regardless of who's involved, whether their children were involved or not, I do feel like that family does deserve some answers. I think anybody would want answers as to what, when, where, how did this happen? Okay. How did this happen? I do know that there was a post that was made, I do believe, by the mother of T Hood that she put on Facebook where she says, good morning. I need all family and friends to post justice for my son, T Hood. The killer is out on the streets. Kai Frost think he can just get away because of famous parents. People, please don't shop at Frost Bistro and Press Clothing Store. Don't watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta until they can explain why my son was killed. Okay, so that is what's being put out there. But again, I don't know. Okay, I can't say that Kai Frost was involved. I was not there, but I definitely want to be able to provide you guys with the details as they are coming across my desk. I see where the sisters have been hashtagging find Kai Frost. They also put up this particular statement I want us to get into, where one says, you think we would accuse someone of something they didn't do? If this was an accident, we wouldn't have a problem saying that. It was an accident. Simple. She says, everything will come out. Just wait. So, what I'm getting from this is that why would we accuse somebody of doing something if we didn't know for sure that they did it? So, they are believing that the brothers were indeed involved. Now, I don't know if they're getting this information from other people that were in the area when all of this went down. One of the sisters did say, in a previous post, they did say that it took them hours to get some assistance for the brother. Right? They're saying that this is what they are alleging, that instead of Kay calling the police, Kay ended up calling that family. That family were the ones to call the police. Okay, so it's a lot of funky stuff going on. Okay, a lot of funky stuff going on with this situation. Definitely want to know what all has taken place. Let's see if there were any other posts that were made by this particular sister. She goes on to say, uh let's be real. If you love my brother like you say you do, why not tell your people at the police department what really happened? Your brother shot him while he was walking away. Point blank, period. Say your truth like you say you want to do. Justice will be served regardless if you want to protect the facts or not. All right. So that is another one of the posts that the sister made. They also went on to start a GoFundMe on behalf of their brother. Okay, I do believe that he leaves behind a little girl. She looks like she may be around 5 years or younger, 5 years of age or younger. And it's really sad because you got to go home and you have to explain to this baby that you will never see your dad again and how he passed away. Now, granted, there have been speculations of domestic violence taking place, right? Okay, they're alleging, and I don't know, because a lot of these narratives begin to come out, and I don't know if that was put out there in the effort to soften the blow of what ended up happening to him. I don't know if it was put out there as, yeah, we may have, he may have gotten killed. He may have gotten killed, but the reason he got killed was because he put his hands on this girl, and that's why. Right. So I don't know if that narrative was put out there in an effort to overshadow the fact that he was gunned down or what, but we have to wait and see. So I can't say that DV was actually happening. I can't say, I don't know. I don't know, because I know a lot of people are like, we can't overlook the fact that he was being physical with her. And if you were being physical with this woman and these brothers came over to handle that business, then that's what happens, right? You got to suffer the consequences of that. That's what I've been seeing people say in the comments. But again, um, I can't say. We'll have to see what the sister says, because I do remember reading the news report, where they said one person was detained. And I do believe that person that was detained, in my opinion, not a fact, could have been Kay, who was likely at the scene in an effort to just question her about what all transpired that day. So I don't know if she opened up about, oh, well, we were just having an argument. I don't know if the argument got physical or if they were just yelling at each other back and forth, as I said earlier on. So we'll have to wait to see additional details. Okay. There is another sister that I wanted to check out her page, because there was more that she had to say as well. So let's hop over here. And she says, anybody that knows me know I'll do anything for my family. Tevin, you know I do anything for you. My soul gone, man. I feel numb. It's not a blunt or a drink. She says that that'll make me feel any different. I'm gonna miss you every single day. They say when I talk to you, you can hear me, and I'll be talking to you all day asking why. But I know you with dad now, and y'all both waiting on me to cheer up and celebrate the 23 years I got to spend with you. And I promise the only thing is I ask, can the only thing that I can ask for is for you to be here with us. She says, there's so much you had to teach me. I haven't even seen the half of life yet. We supposed to be laughing at funny posts you seeing me, or you pulling up saying I'm ugly. You know, you did your big one leaving us like this. That's just really sad. Really sad. She also says, and for the people in the comments and blogs, no arrests were made. Now, when they detained that one person based on the news report, WSB TV, I think it was, but it was an Atlanta reporting news station that said somebody was detained, and I think they were just detained for questioning, not necessarily arrest. So they're saying that's why we're the voice for our brother. We will get justice for our brother by any means. If I gotta stay up 40 days and 40 nights, God knows I'm doing whatever to get justice for him. The killer is still roaming the streets. So every day, hashtag find Kai Frost, hashtag justice for T Hood until justice is served. Okay. So this is what they're going on to say. And there is another post here, right? She says, we're grieving a tremendous loss. Please give our family the space and privacy we need to mourn and heal. Thank you for your understanding and prayers. I appreciate everybody for reposting every day, all day. We will get justice for Tevin. Keep posting and tagging their families. We need answers. All right. And I'm so sorry for their loss. And this is the statement that was made by the mom, where she says, good morning. I'll need all family and friends to post justice for my son, T Hood. The killer is out on the streets. Kai Frost think he can just get away because of famous parents. Please don't stop. She says, please, don't shop. Sorry, please don't shop at Frost Bistro and Press Clothing Store. Don't watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta until they can explain why my son was killed. Okay. So that is what is being put out there at this particular time. So we're just waiting for additional details to see exactly what happened to this young man on that night. Okay. So I just wanted to come and give you guys a little bit of an update, not much of an update, not the update that I would really like to have, which is actual statements coming from the police department. But I'm sure that they are, I don't think this is a case, in my opinion. Let me say this. I'm sure they're going to continue to do their investigation and question accordingly, right? If anyone is hiding at this moment, I don't think they can hide for long. Okay. And I would hope that no one would want to be a part of assisting a potential murderer, right? So I think answers will be coming, real soon, probably by the end of the month. Who knows? Because if the people are as close to the young lady, the sister, as they say they are, as the other, as T Hood sisters are saying they are, if the suspects are as close to T Hood's girlfriend, which is K Frost, as the sisters would want to believe, then I think they're gonna get their answers. They're gonna question. I don't think celebrity can shield you from murder for real, for real. Okay. Celebrityism, and these people that allegedly committed the crime are likely not celebrities. So you know I think they'll get the justice that they are seeking. We shall see. But the question is, I don't know if there's going to be a self-defense situation, because like I said on the other day, that's too many shots. 5 times, 5 shots. I don't see self-defense with that. Now, granted, they may have lawyered up potentially at this moment. Kay did come out and give a statement, but with her giving a statement, um she gave some details, but not a lot of details. She did not incriminate anybody on her side. She just said she didn't call her family. Although it doesn't mean the family did not show up, right? She just said she did not call anybody. She didn't get them involved, but it doesn't mean someone else didn't do it, right? So I'm sure at this point, like I said, they may have lawyered up, questioning and things may be happening, right? As the attorney is present. And I think, they'll get answers, in due time. I know it's hard to say, to tell people to be patient, but I do think that it's coming. And I just really hate it. It's a sad situation on both sides, in my personal, to me. On both sides, it's very sad. But, I'll leave you guys to, leave your thoughts and comments about the matter at hand. How are you viewing this situation? How are you guys feeling, about the situation overall? But I just wanted to come and give you guys the latest deets about that. And if I get any additional information, whether it's any documents or something like that as it pertains and relates to this situation, we'll definitely we'll talk about it. But rest in peace to T Hood, and sending my condolences to everybody that loved and cared about him. Genuinely. So that's all that I have for you guys at this time. Of course, I am Jami, that's me, and I'll be sure to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, tell them I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cash died at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can fill a pool, we gon' make them swim.